What if the killer in a murder case never touched the weapon, never left a fingerprint, and still got caught nearly 2 decades later because of one tiny strand of DNA hidden in a place investigators almost missed? Today, I'm telling you the shocking story of a cold case that refused to stay buried. And the moment science finally spoke for the victim. It was a quiet evening in 2004 when 21-year-old Maya Thompson walked home from her part-time job. She said goodnight to a co-worker, stepped into the parking lot, and was never seen alive again. Her family reported her missing the next morning. Police searched forests, rivers, neighborhoods, everything. But the only thing they found was her backpack near a bus stop. Inside were her keys, some makeup, and a library book she planned to return. No signs of struggle, no witnesses, no suspects. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and hope slowly faded. 7 months later, a hiker stumbled upon human remains in a wooded area outside town. The entire community held its breath. It was Maya. The medical examiner confirmed it, but couldn't determine what happened to her. There were no fingerprints, no clear evidence, except for a tiny fragment of cloth clutched in her hand. Investigators tested it, but in 2004, DNA technology wasn't advanced enough. The results came back with one painful word: inconclusive. And with that, the case froze in time. Fast forward to 2022. A new detective, Detective Lana Ortiz, was assigned to review cold cases. When she opened Maya's file, something tugged at her. That little cloth fragment. Most detectives had overlooked it for years, assuming nothing more could be done. But Ortiz believed otherwise. She requested a modern DNA test, one far more advanced than anything available in 2004. A week later, the lab called her back. "Detective, we got a hit." But the twist: the DNA didn't match anyone in the criminal database. It matched a distant relative from a genealogy DNA site. Investigators quietly built a family tree based on the match. One by one, they eliminated possible suspects, until they reached a man named Evan Clark. He had lived only 5 minutes from Maya back in 2004. He had moved away a year after her disappearance. He had no criminal record, no connection to Maya, no reason to be a suspect, at least on the surface. Detectives needed proof, so they legally collected DNA from an item Evan threw away. When the lab ran the test, the results were undeniable. Evan Clark's DNA was a full match to the fragment found in Maya's hand. The same man who had spoken to officers in 2004 as a concerned neighbor. The man who offered to help with the search. The man no one ever suspected. He was the person investigators had been looking for all along. He denied everything. But the DNA evidence, the evidence Maya unknowingly held onto, finally gave her a voice. After 18 years, her case was no longer cold. In 2022, Evan Clark was arrested. Maya's family finally had the answer they waited nearly 2 decades for. The case became a powerful example of how DNA technology, especially genealogy databases, is changing the world of criminal investigations. But it also leaves us with important questions. Do you believe genealogy DNA databases should be used to solve cold cases like this? And which part of this story shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I always read them. If you want more real-life cases solved by science, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching.